west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Dart. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
What a start here to the ball game. You get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
Looking to throw, Dart. And that's going to be incomplete. The Giants are 2-6 now on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
From the gun, here's Dart. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Dart. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game.
Kyle might do the Kyle thing.
This way. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Ricky.
Throwing here, Purdy. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Will be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Purdy now to throw. Oh, the block comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there. If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in. Maybe
It's almost like to a point where the Bucs can
because right now,
trade.
the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games. And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first-drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's going to air one out. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Pass knocked away by Javon Holland. You talk about this Giant defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback.
What a ball, man.
In the league in sacks.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
At their own 26-yard line.
I'm not giving up on Earl Thompson.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost stars. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive to help themselves out.
And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10.
Right back to Tracy. Able to slither by. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
To throw now, Dart. And the catch made by Johnson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 of the 6. 39 yards there, a big one.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Tyrone Tracy, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Giants lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, man.
Coming, and they got him once again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Corliss Waitman now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Austin. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
To throw. Dart. Austin is there and brings in another one. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Firing that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Running left is Tracy. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there at second.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This now a 3rd and 4.
19, Tiger.
To throw is Dart. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Try to never leave it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Oh, man.
Running lanes non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. He'll try and do this himself. Pass taken in by his
ABC.
He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
2nd and 10. Purdy. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Really gonna jerk it?
Purdy sets up to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
There.
And the Niners
They
are
talk
going
the
to
first
be
one
set
with
up
one
with
dude.
first
No,
and
he talked
goal
the
on
other
a
one
pass
too.
play that moves him all the way down to the 1.
Got that concussion. No, he just should start 2 games.
Back to throw.
Nigga, throw the fucking ball!
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mike Evans, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
After the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Play action now. Dart. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. This is taken at the 10. A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Purdy off the play fake. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Purdy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Purdy. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Early
early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now inside the 25. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 59 yards. And the Niners come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And they'll accept that penalty.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. The ball comes out.
Get up, nigga.
And now it's scooped up by the 49ers. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time, because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenges. This series began, and they got to stop on play number one. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Purdy from the gun. We'll get this out.
Try little nigga.
McCaffrey.
Try little nigga.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find it.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
It's weird I didn't get a winner. A winner. Home run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Should have been average.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Who's that? What? I need the first at bat for all my niggas up there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Absolutely not.
They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter. That was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. He finds his man Johnson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Dart. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Siegel.
Johnson with a reception.
Fuck.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Theo Johnson, 50 yards. And the Giants have retaken a third quarter lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point safely through. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. They'll dump this off to Scatteroo. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. First and 10 at the 18.
Dart going to give to Scatteroo.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
There's a diamond catch. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. This one too low.
Back on the heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Dart.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Throwing again. Here's Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Michael Williams
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
23 yards, the final tally. It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
Velvet?
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here's Dart.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Calvin Austin with an amazing diving catch. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Look at the try and run. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding.
And nothing but daylight ahead.
Christian McCaffrey.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
His third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season.
And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Their lead back to
one
score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs are must on this drive as they start out here first and 10.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
From the gun, here's Dart.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this time.
Oh, this is fucking pissing me off, man.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard
Hit him.
line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of a touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
One, two,
And he's going to take it away. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, 65 yards. And the Niners have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. Purdy will throw for it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down. 19 line. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing his dart. Crossing the catch made by Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Giants first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Tracy trying the right side. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section.
Fredro.
Picked up by Fred Warner.
Get up out of there, Fred.
And off to the races down the right side.
Get out of there, Fred.
A pick 6 for the 49er D.
Yeah, Fred.
Touchdown.
So what?
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So with the lead now at 4, they'll try to go for 2 to at least get it to 6 with a 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And that's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6.
What's the point of the goal for 2 right there?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly, the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's Dart.
Oh, what a route. And you didn't throw it to him.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
What route was
And
that?
the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen,
And he's going to go down. They get to him back
When does
at
Mike
the
Evans
40.
ever get jammed?
That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
You gotta have fucking Ramsey or something, prime Ramsey out there or something.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
PS2 or something. Nobody on the damn Giants team.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And throwing here, Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall.
Pretty, Ricky. Get there.
And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses when they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Well, maybe because you're parlaying him. He's single ball now.
McCaffrey. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end.